bot lane marksman pick, or even a bot lane mage potentially if your Betty doesn't play them really.
And I think that comfort is really important to focus on. That Orianna, you talk about him just picking up, was the champion that rather created the big play versus G2 to give him opening in that game, flashing in on Perkz, trying to punish Perkz for his over-aggression, opened up a possibility where Flash Wolves would be able to take that game. And now, with the Ezreal lock-in, they're also going to have that flexibility on the bottom side.
And a Kayn.
We get to see Ning's Kayn undefeated in the spring split. He always plays the Ross version. Unfortunately, no Shadow Assassin typically comes out from him. I know, Kobe. I know about the buff.
There's a chance.
Recent changes, though.
I know.
Make the Shadow Assassin quite a bit more alluring. And if you look at the enemy team, they are all quite squishy.
Well, this explains why they were saving it for the final pick. They wanted to make sure that it makes the most sense, because remember, in the early game, Kayn can be punished, especially against a champion like Xin Zhao.
Now, especially, we'll get a determining answer if you're playing with your food. One of the indicators could be a Shadow Assassin Kayn if he actually decides to go blue form. There are plenty of ranged champions.
Yeah, blue form Kayn. What's great is there is that synergy with the Galio, right? You get inside your opponent, Galio comes on top, and you're like, all right, I'm ready to come out as soon as they're all stunned, and then, bah, you go for the fight.
The reason we're hyping up, by the way, if you haven't looked at the patch notes recently, the Shadow Assassin E cooldown was taken down to 8 seconds once you transform.
Yeah, strong stuff here. So Invictus Gaming looking by far like the best team in the world, the best performing team in this tournament. That is unquestionable. And Flash Wolves, a slow start here, but they finally got that first win picked up. They do have a chance to start turning the things around. It's the end of the first round robin for these squads, and Flash Wolves need to make it into the top 4 on the outside looking in. Invictus Gaming, their opponents for this one. We are on to Summoner's Rift. Invictus Gaming looking at a 5-0 start. 5-0's happened before. SKT did that, but there's never been a 10-0 at MSI. Ever since the round robins, there has not been an undefeated group stage team. IG on the road for that one.
Oh, baby freak!
Flash Wolves finding themselves a fight against the Shy, who jumped right into some of his own demise. But is there more CC? The flash in and they get it! Even with his own flash, first blood to Boogie.
I love the timing at the end too, because if you're able to get the auto attack started, then even with the flash away, it is going to complete unless your enemy flashes into Fog of War. So then it's all about the timing there, and they get both the kill and the flash out of the Shy. The only thing here to be said for IG is that it was 2 flashes for 1, but that is very little to say for yourself. You're gonna want some vision around him to help him out. But topside has been the name of the game. Boogie found some money up there early on, so he's looking to return and see if the Shy goes aggressive once again.
Well, depending on how this plays, we have seen the Shy using his E a fair bit for harassment and getting Kleptoprox ready, so that's the cooldown back down again.
A lot of this too is just waiting around for a counter gank. They know that they don't want to let the Shy get behind like that, and there's a possibility that Ning would make an appearance, and you can definitely turn that 2v2 heavily in your favor, even with no flashes.
And you can see Ning making that read as well, as the lane is finally pushing back now. It's crashed into the turret. It should be going back towards the Flash Wolves side. And so there's the ward, there's Ning waiting around, but the Shy, yeah, this is going to be a 2-on-2. Now the question is, how is it going to go? The E Ford comes in. They're going to find the potential stun now on a Hanabi. Again, it is no flash on either, on pretty much anyone but Ning, but looks like it's actually Flash was forced away on this one, and this could be some good damage. Has the red spike, good damage towards the Shy, down to 100 HP. That's the knock, and that's the first kill in towards Akali. Now it's Ning forced to flash away, and again, Flash Wolves winning the top lane fights.
And again, you can see the moment where they decide, hey, we can win this 2v2. Akali just used the Shroud, Akali just used her E. Let's go for it. But they're going right into the Xin Zhao. I wasn't on the bandwagon in Chef Select. I'm all aboard.
Flash Wolves
It's down for life.
So this play, initially, it's Kayn who appears first. So Boogie immediately comes out and he's like, right, well, Shire's just used his E, so now we can look for the 2 versus 2. But as you say, Kobe, the Shroud is down. Hanabi's got a lot of abilities on cooldown, but Kennen this early on, very, very squishy. You can look to get the collapse, and immediately Flash Wolves pick their target and shut him down.
And that is Longsword at work. That was Boogie getting the recall off during the first blood, getting the Longsword for his clear and his first gank. Now a stun on towards Valon is really good damage here, half HP, and Boogie is suddenly here as well. Red Spike plus a couple of longswords, and without Flash, they're gonna land the W slow into everything else, and there's that kill picked up, 2 on the board. Now Rookie is coming down, level 5 on the rise. Health bar is getting pretty low. Shao C, you can barely see out of the bottom. Nice root comes in, and Rookie with the Flash does convert, but suddenly Ning here to make sure it's all safe. That's the 1-for-1 in the bottom lane.
Yep, now they're going to push in the minion wave as well. Flash Wolves sticking around, I think with the health bar here on Boogie, he should be able to stick around for Betty. They don't have to worry about another possible dive, and it's just a successful roam there from Rookie to answer one of the kills. But again, Boogie on the Xin Sao, making early moves. This is one of the players for Flash Wolves that people are looking for improvements.
He's out, Flash is in for more. The CC is a good damage out of the Shy. First ult pop.
You got 6.
You got
Ooh,
6.
this is gonna be the 10th. One more hit will kill him, and a solo kill. Hanabi with the Merc Treads gets off the stuns and gets the damage in.
Yep, he's able to get that kill, ping level 6, and use the ultimate for the victory in that fight. The Shy keeps taking those swings.
We're not done. Valorant's near mid.
At what point do you guys stop looking at the bright side? I mean, admittedly, they
going.
had the level advantage. Ooh, this is
3 on 2, shockwave over the wall. Xin Zhao, are you a believer in the bandwagon? Gets knocked up, one more kill, and they find that one. Now Ning is here, but exhausted means he doesn't get much damage, and out goes Flash Wolves again, finding the 1 for 0.
It's not so much looking at the bright side, it's thinking it's funny and loving that they always keep taking those swings. Flash Wolves are absolutely destroying Invictus Gaming right now, winning every single one of these skirmishes. They are on fire.
Now you can understand why the Shy went for that play. He was level 6, he had a level advantage over Hanabi, and his ulti can hit through the Shroud.
Yep.
Unfortunately, he just didn't quite have enough damage to find the execute, and that one minion died, giving Hanabi the level 6.
Again, the presence of mind by Hanabi. He turns on the melee minion, uses a Q, able to get it, levels up quick. Then in mid lane here, Boogie goes in onto Rookie. They finish off the burst damage under tower. Flash is out just in time, and even though Ning and Baolong collapse, they have a teleport for good measure defending their teammates.
Yeah, and I love the use of the exhaust there. I think it came out from Radha with the unsealed spellbook, and it actually mitigated the potential for Ning to dive onto Boogie and then make it a 1-for-1. But now IG, they want to answer back. They want to help out their top laner. They have 2 members roaming up topside.
1,700 gold deficits, about what you pay for with those 4 kills coming in the way they are. That is that kind of straight up.
Here we go again.
Hanabi, flashless, does have the ult, but no Shroud. Has to play this out. There's the R into the E backwards, dodge the way, 0 damage dealt, and clean.
Clean indeed. You got a couple of Kane's souls right there. That's about it.
It's a quick blue buff now picked up, and Wrath is going to feel rather good about this one as he's got the small CS lead. I had to do it once. It's like, it's too obvious. It wasn't funny, but at least it was said. And that's really my motto, I think, is it wasn't funny, but at least I said it.
I deal with this every day.
I can feel you. I feel you. I have my own version. He's called Medic. Anyway, Boogie looking for another opportunity up towards the top side. You can see the pings coming out. They want to set up a dive, and Ning is actually making his way away from the top side jungle. So this is a perfect opportunity for the Flash Wolves.
Yep, Flash Wolves set up for success here. Ning knows there's nothing to be had in topside but more deaths. The Shy only has his ultimate to try and outplay.
Well, he has ult. He finds the first stun. Here comes the dive. Boogie probably wants to pull aggro. E backwards. Now going for the play. Decent damage in. Now over the wall they go. Looking for one more shot. They get that one, but it's going to be an easy trade. And now he's got to run for his life. Finds this slow. That means the ult's available. Ning through the turret. Finds some more movement speed. Lands on their auto attack. Going to get a lot of damage into this one. Mana bar very, very low as Hanabi keeps running for dear life. And now a fight in the bottom side is going to be a trade on the supports. Oh! Gets answered back by Betty.
Able to get the dunk punch right there just as he goes down. Baolong very close. In the end, topside looks like he got away.
Yeah, Hanabi actually survived that. I'm wondering why Ning didn't use his ultimate. I wonder if he just couldn't quite get any range. Oh, it could have also been mana as well. We'll get an opportunity to have a look at that in the replay, but Flash Wolves, they're not slowing down. We love seeing this. One of the ways in which IG have been challenged so far in this tournament is when teams are willing to go blow for blow against them in the early game. And while we were questioning this Xin Zhao, so far it's been very proactive, and Flash Wolves are resulting in a lot of kills.
Zakulov takes a turret shot here to start it out, then gets hit with the Braum Q, adding that slow, and Betty goes for it. Nice ultimates from both of them to hit Jackie Love, who tries to use his own to reposition and get out. leaving Baolan there, the target. And not enough DPS from Flash Wolves to finish him off before he gets the auto attack there, empowered with the passive, and trades kills.
And I think Betty could have committed for finding that 1v1 against Jackie-Love, but because there was such a big minion wave in his face, he didn't want to run the risk. Those minions this early on into the game can add a lot of extra damage, so why not just be happy with the kill that you picked there?
And funnily enough, the exhaust actually could have been on Baolan instead. He was the one actually able to follow through, but that's, you almost never do that. I don't really blame Xiaoxi for that, but it could have been something a bit different. Either way, you can see how different this game is for Flash was compared to their normal. They had been having a very rough group stage now, winning against the world champions.
And kind of how similar this is for IG to their game versus Fongbu Buffalo. Never mind, mid lane we might have another fight.
Yep, could be similar with Ning coming over the wall. That's going to be a lot of follow-up crowd control. The ult coming in by as well. Shockwave cannot come down in time, and Rookie on the board with the second.
Very clean dive coming out from Invictus Gaming. Baolan has been looking for a lot of roams so far in this early game, and typically Flash Wolves are there to answer, but this time around they were not, so they find the kill. But Boogie going in.
True shot, Barrage finds a bit of space. Stopwatch gets a couple of seconds in. Ezreal over the wall, forcing the flash on the Baolan. And then out goes the squad, no kills picked up.
And with this continued fighting, check the gold again, my friends, because IG have fought their way right back into it. That's why you never stop looking for the opportunities, Vedius.
It's pretty ridiculous, and he does very well against tanks usually, but even then, he just naturally has a lot of sustain coming out of this game.
Yeah, the sustain is one of the biggest parts of the advantage for Ross. The other, of course, is the big knockup that you can get. Meanwhile, Dragon started up by Flash Wolves, and this Infernal Drake is definitely going to go a long ways towards boosting up their mid and late game.
Now fighting the top side is Ning. Wants to get revenge against Hanabi from all those dives from earlier on. And the Shy is here as well. Pops the ult, pops the flash. Really going for this one. And Hanabi able to burn both ults, burn the flash, and get away from that fight. Trading summoner spells, trading ultimates.
Another very good escape here from the top laner of Flash Wolves, Hanabi. He's been a guy that got a lot of the resources in the new Flash Wolves. Boogie wants to collect some of the kills that have been left behind.
Rather behind him and no easy escape tools for the Shy. This should be possible as they try to make sure they cut off the escape tool. Shaft's coming by, Rookie now as well. Ning gets knocked on Hanabi. He does have ulti available. They're going to find almost that first kill. Quickly pops the ultimate. Here comes everyone else. Shockwave builds a bunch of space, and now Baolan says, I am here, but he's in the middle of the opposing team. Slowed down. Stopwatch gives him a quarter second, and here comes the re-engage. They find another slow. They find that kill, rather, on the board with his first. Now it's the Rookie who's trying to run away. Gets a shield, flashes out. One more skill shot, but they can't quite land it. It's IG limping away, but losing more members.
This top lane has just been a pit of endless loss for the Invictus Gaming members. They keep trying to turn it around for themselves, but
Look at
Flash
Rookie.
Wolves,
Rookie's still here. Why is he still here? He kills a minion and goes, all right, I got you.
They really, really want to correct those mistakes from the top side, but they just end up making more and more errors around it. Flash Wolves doing such a good job punishing Invictus Gaming for their hubris on the top half of the map.
And mad props to Hanabi. This guy, even though a lot of pressure's been thrown his way, has been finding multiple outplays, escaping Ning at least twice this game now. And look at how patient he is. He waits for the flash to come in from the Shy, then he flash ults, then he uses the E, and then he slowly walks it back towards the lane, knowing that, okay, I'm going to have 4 members topside. Baolan reads the play as well, and he thinks that with his ultimate, maybe they can turn this.
Yeah, Invictus Gaming have the thought there's no man left behind, so everyone's going to go in here, try and save them after this failed play, but it's the sunk cost fallacy, and they just end up losing even more. Baolan uses the ultimate, he uses the stopwatch, he also goes down, and then Rookie just left. He has to flash away as well. It's just summoner spells, it's deaths, it's everything just falling into this pit. And now it's up to Flash Wolves to make this early lead turn into a victory. To deal with is what Vedius just pointed out with the minimap. All of these wards and trying to get themselves into one of those flanking positions to find that initiation.
My eyes will be on someone like Rookie to see if he can make a round walk play and ideally find a pick, because I think in a straight up 5v5 Invictus Gaming composition, while they do have options, I'm not sure if it is the strongest in terms of setup. Perhaps that with a Rise hitting front to back, it might be okay because there's not a real frontline on the side of Flash Wolves, but I look at Orianna, I look at the split push power, and not split, but the separating power that Xin Zhao has, and the amount of poke that Betty can throw out. I feel like it will be difficult if IG just try to force a 5v5 right now.
Got to be that Flash Cannon ultimate. See if they can find him. Jackie Love!
Jackie Love getting hit, has to flash away, barely on a true shot barrage, knocked up by Braum. The flash over, Betty gets a kill, but he's got to watch out. Getting jumped back on by Ning, who pops in the ulti, gets some damage, Betty does go down. 1 for 1 so far, the 4v4 begins, a Shockwave finds one, Battleland is down, another kill comes in as Ning drops as well. The Shy willing to flash in, does find a single kill for the squad as Xiaoxi has to run away, but Rookie on the Akali running for dear life, sorry, on the Rise does go down as Orionic finds yet another one, and it's the Shy left alone. 0 and 6 could be the scoreline, and it indeed is. Red Buff takes him down, an ace for Flash Wolves.
Massive team fight win for the Flash Wolves, and it all comes off the back of Betty. Finding the pick onto Jackie Love is exactly the kind of pick the Flash Wolves needed. They'll break the tier 2 towers, and Flash Wolves extend the gold lead.
Betty, the core member of Flash Wolves, still standing on Ezreal, one of his signature champions, is able to destroy Jackie Love. And Invictus Gaming once again try and collapse on their lost fight, but Flash Wolves take it home.
A turret and 2 extra kills.
It's exactly as you describe it, Kobe. Invictus Gaming is, they don't just cut their losses. It's literally just, we must protect every man, and if a man falls, we will avenge him.
I mean, it goes to correct thought, right? They're like, that's a world champion they're about to kill. We can't let them take a world champion down. Defend him. He's worth more.
He's worth more. Well, it's 5 world champions down in this one, and bring in Duke next game, maybe it'll be 6. Regardless, though, it is back on the map with the gold lead. Not insurmountable, 3.2 thousand, meaningful, but in arm's reach. IG, though, have been slipping farther and farther down. Flash Wolves putting on great effort, and now Ning in a battle with Hanabi, but a big health lead now, and oh, this poor Kane is trying to run over the wall, does get away for a bit of space. Boogie Force have learned that, but look at the Shockwave, builds a bunch of space, the Shy wants to run away, they're running him down, and they're not quite going to find that kill. Now you've got Ning actually answering back, that's a 1 for 1 that he will take, and a second kill in for Jackie Love on his own skin.
Ooh, and we had a miss on the W from Boogie, doesn't finish off the Shy, so it's an extra kill for Invictus Gaming, actually winning the skirmish on the top side.
And here we saw the sustained power that Ning on the Kane does have. Even though he was in a 1 versus 2 situation, he was able to build up so much health back into his map. You'll notice that the bot lane is actually pushing in favor of the Flash Wolves. They're consistently moving towards the mid lane to get priority in this lane, and they also have top pushed up as well. This allows them to get between the two teams, because while Flash Wolves have just been grouping up trying to gain lane priority, Rookie's been farming the side lane. He's now level 15. Jackie Love has been picking up the farm in mid. He's now level 15.
Boogie flank.
Okay, they find a slow into the shot, put him to half HP, but even lower now on the Xin Zhao, and you've got Ning here. The flash gets him to safety redemption. He'll stand in that, stay alive here on this.
That's a lot of defensive utility used there. No more Sterix gauge pop here for Boogie, as well as the flash being burned. The Shy, meanwhile, on Kennen does have teleport, and they're using the Realm Up right into the Baron to push it!
That was spotted. Now, of course, it is the ward inside the pit, but TPUs, they're going to burn this one down, but they will be attacked just barely in time. Is the Jung's going to get into range? The flash over the wall. The spite's going to land. That's Baron for Invictus Gaming, and here comes the team fight. Slicing Maelstrom over the top. They've picked up 1 kill already. Traded back, though, as the Akali jumps in for a kill. Another for Jackie Love, already onto a triple. He's slaughtering Flash Wolves. He finds the Quadra, and Betty is left alone, his team in shambles!
And just like that, Invictus Gaming wipe the map. Baron buff is theirs, and they will push right down mid.
Flash Wolves slowed the game down, and Invictus Gaming were using that time to build up their resources, wait for the opportune moment. Boogie, he tried to force the flank, he forced to use his flash, and when he was out of position, the Rise ult came out from Rookie. The rush down of the Baron. Invictus Gaming immediately swing the game heavily back into their control.
Again, even with the pace of this game and the Flash Wolves picking up so many kills around the top side, you never felt that Invictus Gaming got worried. And there, they flipped the switch. Rise Ultimate into the Baron. They force it down so quickly, and then winning the team fight after. Now they have the game in their hands.
The Shy putting his life down for the carry. Puts on the ult. He says, I'll crowd control everyone. I'll donate plasma, all these stacks. Go for it, Jackie Love, and he gets that transfusion, picks up 4 kills.
And this is just an oversight from the Flash Wolves, because they're pinging the red buff. They're like, oh, we can pick this one up, give it over to Betty. But what they don't realize is that the Rise ulti can be used to set up a play into the Baron. Rather does what he can to try and steal this one away, but in doing so, he puts himself in a position that allows the rest of Invictus Gaming to get the collapse. This is where we see Jackie Love just tear through the Flash Wolves members. He's got all of his core items organization needed to deal the damage to just rip through the Flash Wolves lineup.
Yeah, the Shy, you know, what's one more death? 0-7. Definitely very well worth it there.
And what's
685 damage!
Yeah!
That is the best 685 damage. At least applying the stuns to set up Jackie-Love.
And this is one of the terrifying things about Invictus Gaming. When you have a lead, for some reason, you're the one that feels pressured into having to make a play. Whereas so many other teams, it feels like that they just slowly bleed out. Invictus Gaming are always looking for an opportunity to come back into the game, and the moment you make that small slip up, they just grab you by the arm and drag you down.
Here we go, Flash Wolves looking to answer.
Oh, but Jackie-Love still knocked out by the Braum. The really good damage comes in. They will find the shutdown. A good shockwave in for either. Flashing in for a bit more damage. They've got Rookie in their sights, but in comes Ning now, putting his face in the front. And now you've got a stun coming out of the Shy, trying to build space. They will knock down Hanabi, and the rest of the squad running away, though, as indeed Ning did die. As Battleline's ult comes in, but doesn't find a stun. This kill so far is 2. Battle Hib still down. It's simply wave through duty for Flash Wolves. So there's the pickup there. And with Baron, IG sure must win this game.
Yep, they've got both power buffs on them right now, and they can head straight to the Nexus.
Flash Wolves, this is their last-ditch effort. They've had such a great game against Invictus Gaming so far. If they can just have one more miracle fight, one more play, that could be enough to swing the game, or at least buy them a little bit more time to find ways to turn this into a win.
All flashes on the side of Invictus Gaming, save for the Shy, were used in the last skirmish. That is their only hope here.
Big shockwave, true shot barrage, glacial fissure, lots of CC and damage available, but can the team fight really happen? There's damage on a Ning, there's damage forward, half HP, there's the burst. They don't quite get him, he's gonna heal so much health, and Ning is back to full. In goes the Shy, in comes Braum. There, he's already gone. There's 2 kills picked up, and they're gonna clean house here. Hanabi gets a single kill before falling, and Invictus Gaming will take down Flash Wolves, down in kills, but up in Nexuses.
Invictus Gaming once again pushed to their limit. Things looked so good for so long for the Flash Wolves, but we were talking about it. They slowed the game down too much. They weren't pushing their lead. They weren't forcing Flash Wolves, Invictus Gaming rather, to make difficult decisions. And the moment that that small slip-up came out from the side of the Flash Wolves, immediately Invictus Gaming punish.
Yep, Invictus Gaming, you cannot live